Where does memory begin? It only starts from now to spin counterclockwise. And spin it will around and round until your lifetime is rewound counterclockwise. Time marches us ahead up the hill of hope and fear. We long for foresight, but instead we are bound to face the rear. It is every mortal's curse that we can't foretell our fate. All we see is in reverse, all we understand too late. Back we look and see regret, all the way to the beginning. We do better to forget, but memories spinning, always spinning, counterclockwise. People are surprised that I get a little serious, so I don't know if that's a good thing. You remember your first time experiences a lot. And first time experiences get fewer and further between as you get older, but you still have them occasionally. First time. My father must have done it in my presence many times before I took any notice. But I remember the first time I watched intently from behind him my father's face in the mirror as he shaved. I guess he felt my fascinated razor envy gaze. "You'll be doing this someday," his reflection brightly promised me. I remember the first time I shaved, brightly recalling his promise, now come true. The memory stayed sweet a long while. Then I remember the first time I watched intently from behind him my father's face in the mirror as he trimmed the hairs that sprouted from his ears. His reflection cast me a rueful expression and went on clipping, making me no promises. It is the unsweet memory that persists and intrudes as if it is watching intently from behind me as I look into the mirror and notice for the first time my father's hairs sprouting from my ears. That's a sad one too, in case, this happens. My face. My face and I had happy times together. In the days when it would come with me wherever I would go. My face would cheer my friends with a laugh, charm the patrons with a smile, and woo the pretty girls with a wink. Everybody seemed to like my face, but I liked it most of all. I liked it so much in the mirror that eventually I set it there, and there my face remains. My face no longer comes with me to cheer my friends, charm the patrons, and woo the pretty girls. It just stays there in the mirror for me and me alone to see. And now and then it laughs, smiles at me, and winks to call to mind the happy times we had together when my face would come along with me wherever I would go. My face then, my face now. Don't look at me that way. It's a crazy world and I'm just trying to keep up. Don't look at me that way. All you'll see is me looking back at you that way. Don't look at me that way. Enough people have already looked at me that way. Many of those people are dead. Don't look at me that way. There are sunsets and mountain streams, twinkling constellations, and prettier faces to look at. And there are other ways, so don't look at me that way. Now, while you're in the mood, ever think about this? Today may just be the best day of the rest of your life. Something may happen, some small, awful thing, So by tomorrow at this time, your world could be a much more miserable place to live and die. This may happen. This will happen to a lot of people. People you don't know. People you don't care a thing about. People like you. By this time tomorrow, many of them, many of you, many of us will be looking back on the best day of the rest of our lives. Ever think about that? Have a nice day.